Hi friends, today we are gonna make paneer dum biryani. This entire video I'm gonna make in English as I've received few very good feedbacks from couple of my subscribers and my friends and well-wishers that I should start making videos in Hindi so that it can reach wider set of audience. So keeping these things in mind, I will make this entire video in English. So first I'll introduce to the ingredients of paneer dum biryani. Very simple and lot of colorful veggies you can see around. Let me introduce you one by one. We have taken onions sliced, crispy golden brown color. We have deep fried these onions and you can see the crispy golden brown color here. Potatoes in cube shape we have cut it and then we have fried it. So these are the basmati rice or the biryani rice which we have soaked for half an hour or 40 minutes, and after that we have half cooked it or half boiled. You can see each and every grain is separated from each other. So this way you have to make this rice little bit in this texture. Chopped tomatoes, chopped beans, chopped carrot, green chilies chopped, fresh coriander leaves and little bit of green peas. You can take frozen one also, but I prefer using the ready-made ones, and you can bring it home and then peel off. That gives some more freshness to the gravy or to the biryani, whatever you are making it. So this is the main marination of a paneer biryani. Here goes the paneer. You can see a little bit of capsicum cubes I've taken, curd I've taken, biryani masala I've added in it, salt, coriander powder, chili powder, garam masala. So all these things I've marinated well and I've kept it for around like 20 to 25 minutes. Here is the kesar doodh. So basically little bit of around like 3 tablespoon milk I've taken. I've heated it up for just around 30 to 40 seconds. And when it's light warm, you just add the kesar into it and mix it well. We will add this on top of a biryani. So let's start making the process of paneer dum biryani. To this marination, one more thing you can definitely add, which is ginger garlic paste. This also gives a beautiful flavor to it. So take a vessel here, which we popularly in Hindi call as handi, in where we will be making a dum in it. We have heated a little bit of ghee in the pan. We'll wait for it to be melted. After that, we'll add our masalas and the gravies and the veggies into it. You can also use refined oil. This is again optional. I prefer using the ghee because it really gives a good aroma to the biryani. Our ghee is already heated up. Now we have added a little bit of cumin seeds. The cumin seeds have already started crackling. Now at this stage, we will add chopped chilies, green chilies that we have kept, and a little bit of veggies and stir it well. Friends, we have added all the colorful veggies out here that we have chopped, carrot, beans and green peas into the biryani. We are going to stir it well with the lid cover for a couple of minutes till our vegetables become a little soft. I've also added a little bit of salt in it, slight pinch, so that it will help our vegetables become a little soft and cook a little faster. Yummy ghee aroma is coming on from this veggies cooked out here in the desi ghee of ours. Beautiful friends, let's cover the lid and cook it for another 1 to 2 minutes. Well friends, our veggies are almost cooked. Now it's time to add the chopped tomatoes into it and blend. I stir this gravy very nicely so that our tomatoes become mashy and soft and it goes into a nice gravy for the biryani. At this third stage also we will add little bit of salt and slight masalas. Again, masalas are very much optional because we have already added all the masalas into our marination. So in case needed, you can still put little bit of masalas of your choice like coriander powder, garam masala and chili powder and stir it well. So let's start mixing the tomatoes. I have added little bit of salt, coriander powder, garam masala powder and red chili powder. I've told you it's optional. I prefer adding it so that it gives me a little bit spicy flavor to my paneer biryani. Let's stir it well till our tomatoes become soft and mashy and releases oil on the side of the vessel. Amazing friends, our tomatoes you can see has very well become soft and mashy the way we wanted it for the gravy of the paneer biryani. Our masala is almost done. Now it's time to add the main ingredient, the marination of all the masalas with the paneer cubes that we have kept. So let's add it and mix it well. It has curd as well in it. So we'll give it a nice stir so that it mixes well with our masalas. And also we will add the fried potatoes at this stage. Guys, we have added the potatoes and the marinated masala into our biryani gravy. Now let's give it a nice stir so that it mixes well with our masalas below. Friends, I've given it a nice stir. Again, you have to keep it in medium flame. Paneer you can definitely cut into small pieces also. However, I have left it in this way to give it a nice look to our biryani. A lot of times we have seen even paneer cut into this sort of sliced and then cube shape. You can mix it well. You can cut it even into small pieces. That's up to you. We will now cover it and then cook it for 2 to 3 minutes. Friends, you can see our gravy is almost ready. Paneer and everything has become very soft and all of these are already mixed with our masalas. Now it's time for the layering of the dum biryani. Now this process is very much important. Please do follow it carefully and you can make amazing dum biryani of your own. Friends, now we are gonna add this rice layering on top of this gravy. And then we'll put little of more gravy. I've already taken some gravy out in a vessel so that we can add it on the second layer. This goes our first layer of rice. See amazing biryani basmati rice and flavoring aroma out of it with the bay leaves, peppercorn, dalchini and cloves. You can add little bit of more biryani like the khade masalas that we idly put in the biryani like jaifal and all in case you have it. This will also give a very good aroma to your rice. We're done with the first layer of rice. Now on top of this we will add a little bit of the same gravy that we have put here. I have already taken some gravy separately in a bowl so that we can put the layering of the second layer on top of the rice. Don't worry about the juice side, it's already there beneath. When you serve the biryani, the juice will automatically be imbibed. But this is just for another layer of gravy between 2 layers of rice. Wow, amazing, colorful. Time for the second layer of rice that we will give on top of this gravy. Just spread it this way when you are putting it. This way it will be evenly spread and the layering looks beautiful. When you're stirring the rice, be very gentle on them because these are long grain basmati rice and if it breaks with your, in case you pressure it them and then stir it might break, which doesn't give a good presentation to a biryani rice. Friends, our biryani layering is already done. Now it's time for the garnishing. First we'll go with the fried onions, crispy onions that we have kept here. See beautiful golden brown fried onions. Just put it this way on top of the rice. Yummy. We'll put a little bit of fresh coriander leaves. Ensure that when you're garnishing and putting the layering, your gas flame should be completely sim or low. During the dum time also for 15 to 20 minutes, you have to put it on a low flame and then give the dum straight here. Wow, fresh green coriander leaves scattered beautifully. We're now gonna add this kesar milk that we have kept with the milk. We have added the kesar, so just pour it on top of this. This will give an amazing flavor. Little bit of biryani masala we have already put in the marination. However, we'll still put it during the garnishing. Sprinkle it on top of the rice. Last but not the least, ghee we are going to add, the desi ghee, which will give an amazing flavor again. We have already cooked it, but then just for an aroma sake and little bit slight flavor on top of it, just about 1 teaspoon ghee. It's done, guys. Now we are going to cover the lid and put some heavy objects on top of it to make it a dum. Another way of making the dum is if you can take a atta dough and roll it on the corners here. Then also it's a very good way of making dum style, because this won't release the the flavor or the aroma inside, and your biryani will be cooked very nicely in this pot, or popularly called as dum biryani ki handi in Hindi. So what we are going to do is, since I don't have this atta dough to be placed around the vessel, I'll put some heavy vessels like with water or with little bit of pressure cooker with water, filled with water, so that becomes heavy and give my handi or my pot a very good pressure to maintain that flavor or aroma inside the pot. So it's almost done. In this slow flame, we have to give the dum for about 15 minutes with that heavy vessels in, and then you can put off the flame. Then your biryani, paneer dum biryani, is all ready to eat. So there's another style of serving. I'll show you once our dum is ready. Friends, 15 minutes are already done. We have opened the lid. You can see very well it's cooked. We can see the amazing golden crispy onions, coriander leaves, biryani masala, kesar, everything on top of this. Now it's time to serve it. We'll just mix it slight. Need not pressure much because it might break. The rice, the long grain rice, the flavor, the presentation can only come if it can be kept as a long grain rice. So just slight mix so that when we serve, our masalas along with the rice comes out really well in the plate. Great friends, our paneer dum biryani is ready to eat. You can see beautiful, wonderful color of the biryani is here. The rice separated, each grain is separated from each other. Masalas cooked really well with the paneer, and the aroma of the biryani is just yummy with that desi ghee flavor on top of it. See, it's so simple and easy to make. Even you can make a very good dum style biryani just like restaurants and enjoy very easily at your home. So do try this recipe out, guys, and do give me or share me your experiences on my YouTube channel, Cook with Prerna. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe to my channel for more interesting and yummy recipes. Thank you. Bye-bye.